he must have died on the cross. Yes, he definitely had to rise again. We get all that. We believe all that. But there's this other thing that you got to do, okay? You've got to keep the law and do good works in order to be saved, okay? And Paul goes like this. That is not the case whatsoever, okay? You are, as he just said, saved by the grace of Christ, okay? Grace is 100% of God. For example, if you go like this, salvation is 99.9% the grace of God, and 1.1 of it is me and my works, then it ceases to be grace anymore, okay? You just added something to it, and it's no longer grace. It's now of works. And Paul goes like this, okay? The gospel is God's work in our life. It is the grace that he gives to the world, okay? In fact, he's more clear in other sections. If you ever get to read Romans, and you should, Romans chapter 4, 5, Paul goes like this, but to him that worketh not, but believeth on him that justifies the ungodly, his faith is counted for righteousness, all right? Titus 3:5, not by works of righteousness which we have done, but according to his mercy, he saved us, all right? Ephesians 2:8, for by grace are you saved through faith. And then he goes on, and not of yourselves. It's a gift of God. In fact, verse 9 says, not of works, lest any man should boast. That way, there's no question, okay? Salvation is a gift of God. Salvation is only through the grace of God. And you and I contribute nothing to this grace, this amazing grace. The only thing we do is place our faith and trust in what he has done for us. Isn't that's the best news you've heard all day, okay? Because you don't have to worry about climbing the highest mountain. You don't have to worry about, crossing the sea. You don't have to do any of that. In fact, all you do is, if you have been running from God, this is just in case you haven't gotten there yet, that's great. If you have been running from God, okay, like many of us have and are and maybe still doing, but what you find out, you ready? I'm glad you're seated. What you find out is all you have to do is turn around. And you will find that God has been pursuing you every single step of the way. Because he absolutely loves you. For God so loved the world, right? That he gave his only begotten son, that whoever would what? Believe in him would never perish, but have everlasting life. Acts 16:31, believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and do a whole lot of other things? No. Believe on the Lord Jesus Christ and thou shalt be saved. So the message and the gospel that Paul was giving to the church in Galatia was, there is one gospel. People add to it and they call it the gospel, but it's not. There's one, the gospel. And he says it really well in 1 Corinthians 15, 3 through 5. He says, this is the gospel by which you are saved. All right? And then everybody's got your attention. Unless you believed it in vain, how that Christ died for our sin, that he was buried, and that he rose again on the third day. This is the gospel. Okay?